Well, that was quick. Okay, let's make sure we're going fine here. Checking 1, 2. Checking 1. Okay, we're good. Good morning. Welcome to Coffee and Resales. It's Monday. I didn't do last Monday. I didn't have anything to really talk about, and like very few sales after blowing up like a handful of weekends in a row with 10, 12 sales in a weekend or more. Uh, Last weekend was a pretty big dud, but that was like I'll take a one dud week if I get 9 really good weeks. So I was still doing real well with selling stuff on eBay, and I'm not entirely certain why. But that's the way it goes. This weekend was real kind of interesting. A lot of low dollar stuff sold this weekend. We're going to go over that. A handful of real curious finds. Nothing that I think is going to blow the doors open. And with some in my truck, and I need to, but I can't get it because it's in the shop. Which is why I do eBay to pay for things when my truck is in the shop. So, anyway, let's jump into it. Stuff I sold, and then we'll talk about a few of the things I found to resell. Which some of them are like, man, shouldn't that be worth more? And it's not, but that's the way it goes sometimes. So here we go, jumping into this. Low to high. My high was a $16 sale. That tells you what kind of week this week was. All right, a couple of $10 books. America, History and People, 5th edition. This is a, how old is this textbook? This is a 1947 textbook. I'm still generally convinced that every book before about 1950 is worth $10. Now it may take a while to sell it, but there's a lot of books. People still kind of are after old books, so old textbooks sometimes. But this sat for a while. I think I've had this in a box for a couple of years. So that's one reason I'm really glad it's gone, because it's not rolling over and rolling over and rolling over. But $10 for that book, but don't get it because it's not going to sell. Next up is a book I thought was going to sell a little bit quicker and maybe for a little bit more money. Swahili Practical Dictionary. This went for $10. And I've been sitting on this a little bit, not super long, but I got it this year at least. But this language books do okay, but not great. Specific ones sometimes may do better. And I've seen that happen a little bit. I'm actually sitting on a couple other like weird language books that you don't typically find. It's not like they're French or Spanish or something, but and I'll pick those up sometimes, or at least look them up, because sometimes you find something that's worth something. So yeah, this one $10. Will I get it again? Maybe. I think I'd give it a hard consideration if I got it for under $1, maybe. So, all right, there's that. Oh, this one even cheaper than that. All right, 9 books. And this little camera backpack, doll backpack looking thing. This was $8. I think it cost me $1 somewhere. Yeah, it may not even cost me that much, but it was worth. It was one of those things that was so cheap it was worth grabbing and trying to see, but it only went for $8, and that's fine. Gets it out the door. I do need a handful of stuff that I can get and ship out real quick, because I'm trying to get some numbers up to get the top rated back. So this is last. Next, pair of women's Time and True high-rise bootcut jeans, size 14. So these went for $15. I know I got these for like $1 at a yard sale. So this haul, and then finally, no, not finally. Next, this pattern, anything in this pattern, this is colloquially, I guess, known as the chocolate chip pattern made popular during the Gulf War. It actually wasn't around that much. It wasn't out that long. It was replaced kind of by something real similar without like the little chocolate chippy things. Uh, but this was kind of made famous by General Norman Schwarzkopf. Tip of the hat. But if you find anything in this pattern for under a couple bucks, get it because it flips. This is probably one of the best patterns to resell, particularly if it's vintage, of that mid '90s or so. I've never failed to sell chocolate chip pattern stuff. Now, boonie hats do decently anyway. I've always had pretty good success with normal size head boonie hats. The real small ones don't do great. I had some of those I sat on way too long, but this hat style is like an easy $10, usually more than that. If you find boonie hats in normal sizes, normal men's, adult men's sizes, then this is 6 7/8, so it's a little too small for me. But anything over probably about 6.5. Sevens do great. The ones in the sevens. So get those. Finally, this one was a fun find. This is a really fun find, actually. I got this at yard sale. This is a Hall & Oates tape with that's from Japan with Japanese lettering. So this is actually kind of a little bit of a rarity. This went for what, 17 bucks, 16 bucks for this. Got it at a yard sale for $1 or so. So this was a real fun find when I grabbed it. Really good condition. Tapes still sell, but you got to kind of know what you're doing. See the side, the Japanese lettering. So this was a really fun find when I snagged that. So not a ton of great money this weekend. Some stuff I'm really glad that sold because it's been sitting way too long and stuff I probably should have pulled. So it won't drag me down going forward. Actually, hitting those things usually, and I think a couple reasons for my success, I think over the past few months is I bumped up my number of items for sale by about 100. I was running I get like 250 free from eBay, free listings. I ran it. I got a bunch of stuff and just started listing and not caring about the 250 limit. And I'm probably in the 300s, and I think it actually has kind of paid off. So, that's how I'm kind of gauging that. So let's jump into some of the stuff that I found that I'm going with. I got a big box of stuff. There was a couple of estate sales this weekend that actually had some really good furniture that I couldn't do anything with. Lots of dishes, lots of plates, lots of mid-century stuff. But yeah, I don't do dishes and place settings and all that. It's just a pain to deal with. I'm not set up to do it. It's a little more work than I want to put in. So I don't do a lot of China. And I don't know that most of what they had I could have flipped for a good profit on eBay. Not the amount of work it kind of takes. But I got a few boxes, mostly of paper stuff. And one was a guy who was like super Republican. And I'll show you some of that in a second. And another, I think he was also a car collector. And so that was kind of the big thing, but I don't think there's anything like really exciting out of that. That's going to be, this is going to worth a bit. Not worth a ton of money. One of the things that you need to keep an eye out for, though, is vintage sale magazines from department stores. This may be a $10 mag. I actually didn't see one on eBay, so it's this may be kind of rare. But the vintage catalogs from the 80s and 90s, the best ones to get are the Wish books with all the toys inside. Those still hold a very interesting amount of value. These do okay. Your regular big Sears catalogs and Dillard's catalogs and JCPenney catalogs do okay. But the best ones to get are the Wish books. which I haven't come across one in a long time. So let's see. Read with discretion. Supernatural Life of William Branham. He's getting in the news a little bit more nowadays because a lot of guys who follow him are falling, let's just say. So that's more of a positive look at Branham. This won't get listed on eBay because they won't let me. Can't do stars and bars anymore, which is understandable. But this old the Dixie Jeans patch, this will go out to the flea market. I wonder if I won't get $5 for that. And Images of Aviation, Images of America. These books go between $8 and $10. I got a couple I've been sitting on. I maybe a little too long, but I've also sold a handful of these types of books. So when they're under a budget, grab them. Let's see. A couple of U.S. News and World Report. Like it's got to show Super Republican. So there's a big handful of stuff from like the 1968 Republican National Convention that I got. Very Nixon-y stuff. And this isn't worth a ton of money. There's a handful of stuff that looks like that came out of the conventions from back then that may be like order of business and paraphernalia and stuff like that. The Nixon Yearbook, 1968. But there's a handful of that stuff that I think I saw something like the press kit for those events is really what you want. But the rest of the stuff, and I've got, and there's real similar stuff that came out of that. What this guy was it was a car collector. These are the prints, and there's a handful, and I need to figure out the pricing for these of prints for different types of cars. Prints can go all over the place, and this is going to be the most curious thing to see if it sells. These are a couple of awards he got. The car was gone. The car's been long gone, I guess. But he was a Lincoln Zephyr. He had a Lincoln Zephyr at some point that he won awards for. And that's what a couple of these are. Has a couple of big old trophies that I didn't get. And I snagged these plaques for the Lincoln Zephyr Owners Club. So we'll see if those bring in any money. But that's what I got today. So not a whole lot else going on. So we'll see how it transpires with what I snagged this weekend. I don't think I've got anything that's a super home run, but I haven't looked those prints up. So we'll see how that shakes out. So y'all have a good one and get some stuff sold and shipped and going out. Be good. Oh, like, comment, subscribe. Or not. Have a good one.